We are out here. It is the North Texas Auto Expo. It's February 23rd. I couldn't get here any faster, so we're gonna get started. So I've just walked through the door, and the first thing you see, you're greeted with the Chevy area. So I'll go around and grab some of these vehicles and see how much of this I can cover. Starting out, we've got a high country over here, and this is the 2025. We're going to take a look at it. So this is the first vehicle of the day. It's a Silverado. It's a high country edition. We're over in the Chevy area, and here it is from the back. You can see it's got this little trick for the tailgate. Lets you get in the bed pretty easily. I think I'm going to use this. Climb in the bed of this truck and get me a shot of part of the floor, as well as more of the Chevy area over here. We'll check out some more of these vehicles. See how much of this floor we can cover in the time we have. Well, here is the cab of the high country. It's kind of dark in here, but just to give you a sense of the inside of the high country. So there it is. Next up, the 2024 Colorado. So we'll get on this one. So again, we're in the Chevy area. Here's a Colorado from the back. I thought it had that little trick on the tailgate, but it doesn't appear that it does. So we're in the Chevy area, we're walking around. This is a Silverado. So just trying to get some of the Chevys that are over here. And here's that Trail Boss from the back. See if we can get inside, maybe get the cab. See what shots we can get of this thing. Here's the inside on that Trail Boss. I've got a light with me, trying to light this thing up a little bit. Trail Boss got some nice wheels on it. And here's another Chevy offering. I will get it from the back and we'll get the title. This is called a Trax, T-R-A-X. It's kind of a smaller, more of a practical vehicle. I know it's dark. Here's the interior on the Trax. Of course, Chevy is very proud of their Corvette. This is the 2025. They are very proud of their Corvette. So it's got a whole fence around it. You can't walk up to it, can't sit in it. But they want you to buy one, the 2025. And there is the 2025 from the back. So if you haven't seen any from owner drivers at shows or car meets lately, here is the 2025. So get a little detail here. Let's get in there. All right. Well, there's your interior shot. I'll try and clear it up later. It's a little dark, but there's your interiors. So I'm gonna have to get used to seeing these. It's an EV. It's a Silverado. It says SRT on the grill, and you can tell it's an EV because the grill doesn't have any holes in it. Here's that Silverado EV from the back. I noticed a little detail they've added to this, so you can tell it's an EV, and I'll point that out. It's listed as the Silv E Rado. So you got that blue E. And then of course they've got this Charger sticking out of it over here. And this is a Tahoe. It's a 2024, but it's part of their display. We'll get around it and see what we can get. And here is that Tahoe from the back. They're unlocked, so it's kind of like a showroom. You can open the doors and get inside. And finally, from the Chevy area is the Traverse. So trying to get a sampling of what Chevy is offering today. We'll get around it. This one is unlocked. There are people sitting in it. They're perhaps pushing the brake pedal. There we go. This is that Traverse from the back. And some people are checking it out. I went ahead and closed the door so we can see it. The Traverse. So it's kind of more of a Chevy area. This is the classic Chevrolet. They've got fleet and commercial vehicles over here. This whole area has all the commercial vehicles. So get a sense of this area. If you're looking for commercial grade, you've got a flag hanging. Here's all of your commercial stuff. This is a 3500 HD. It's got a flatbed there on the back. Looks like it's got some lights, some other stuff. So this is the classic Chevrolet. This is not the Chevy area. This is the classic Chevrolet display. It's a dealership here in DFW. Here's that 3500 HD from the back. You can see he's got a sign on the truck, but he's got a flatbed there, and he's even got a little tow hitch in the middle of the bed. So classic Chevrolet is out here. So this is sitting on the floor. Looks like the US military, maybe the Army, has some people out here and they've got a vehicle. It looks familiar to me, but there is the military's display. Very impressive. And here is that. It's a military transport truck for transporting troops mostly. And then it's got the blast resistant cab in the front. Still impressive to see this out here. They also brought a Hummer out here. People are getting their pictures in it. So they've got a couple vehicles. They've got the truck and then they've got the Hummer over here. So my standing rule is that if it is on the floor or if it's out here with everything else, it gets on the channel. So we've got Dallas Fire Rescue over here, and we've got a Dallas police vehicle, and there's some other vehicles also in front of these, but these are some vehicles that are on display on the floor, the Dallas Police and the Dallas Fire Rescue. We have a sheriff car over here, Dallas Sheriff, and Department of Public Safety, Texas State Trooper, right there on the side of the vehicle. Texas Motorplex is out here. They've got their Mustang. They've got a display with some vehicles out here. We're gonna get them. And here's the hood of that Mustang. It's got a logo that's related to the Texas Motorplex. But here is that Texas Motorplex Mustang from the front quarter. And then Bailey's High Performance has this as part of their display. And I'm happy to see it's got the quiet plate. And here's the Bailey's vehicle from the front. There's the Mustang in the background. You can see there's some other race cars. And we're gonna get on this Texas Motorplex area. We're gonna say hi, see what's here. Okay, we've got another one of the race cars out here. They've got several. Here's this one over here. And then there's another one. Now that I've adjusted for light, These were really bright a second ago. I think they look a little better now. So these are two of the other race cars that Texas Motorplex has as part of their display. So I'm over here at the remote control car display. And they have several cars out here that you can choose from. And then they have, oops. And then they have a little track you can drive around. I guess it's kind of tough. Just trying. They've got a little display track you can kind of go 4x4 and drive around. So, little remote control car track over here with Traxxas. And there's the 4x4 driving around. All right, we've got the Toyota Camry. Starts at $28,000. As it sits is $39 and change. So the package on this one is a $40,000 package. The Toyota Camry. And this one is listed as the XSE package. So we are looking at $39 and change. And then over here we have a GR Supra. And the retail MSRP on this one listed is $62,000. So a little bit of the Camry, or excuse me, a little bit of the Supra. And then we've got the Supra from the back, the GR Supra. Again, it's a $62,000 package that we're looking at. The GR Supra. And we have the GR86 over here. This is the one that confuses me when I see it at shows. There is the GR86. Here's that GR86 from the back. There's the Camry. So, and we have the Toyota Tacoma. So, Toyota's got some vehicles out here today, giving them some time. The Tacoma. Now moving into the Ford area, they're still proud of their Bronco. So they've got the Bronco out front. It's right on the corner. There's another Bronco over there. Ford is very proud of their new Bronco. Here's that Ford Bronco from the back. This is the one they've got when you walk in the door. This is what you're staring at in the Ford area. The brand new Bronco. So I'm walking around the Ford area, and to give you a sense of how much they are leaning on this new Bronco, I think these are like the 4th and 5th Broncos I've seen as part of the display. There's some different variations on it, but there's a lot of Broncos over here. And then their main display piece is also a Bronco. So they are all in on the Bronco. The Ford area's got lots of Broncos. We have a Mustang as part of the Ford display. It's got 5.0 badged on the side. It's just listed as Mustang. I believe it's 54 and change on the tag. But here's their Mustang. I don't know. It's supposed to be more of a base model. It's listed as 35.9. So just a more base model at the Mustang. 39 is the sticker. So here's that Mustang from the back. It's just a base model. Just the base model Mustang, $35,000. So Ford is all in on this display here at the Expedition. You can see their signs. Don't walk over there, so I just got to stay over here, but the Ford Expedition, here's the big display piece. Their new Expedition. And we have the Mustang Mach-E 4. Still in the Ford area, we have the Ford Ranger. This is a 4x4 version. So it's four-wheel drive. It's the new Ranger. There's a few of them. There's a blue one over there, and then there's a gray one over here. It's also a four. That's FX4. Here's a 4x4 Ranger from the back. So, pretty good sized truck right here. Now we're over in the Kia area. We're gonna check out the Kias they have over here. We'll see what they have on display. The first vehicle we have is the Seltos. It's a four-wheel drive car. Well, looks like a crossover. But this is the Seltos, Kia Seltos. And here's that Seltos from the back. So most of these are 2024s or 2025s. So Kia has an all-wheel drive car. It's 4X, so 4x4. This is the Niro, N-I-R-O. There it is from the front. And there's a giant video wall over here. But they've got some four-wheel drive offerings over here. The Niro. So this is Kia's offering. Another four-wheel drive. It's an 8. I think it's an EV. Over here we have the Kia K4. And there's that giant video wall. The K4 is a GT line. This one is from the GT line. And then here is that K4 from the back. Somebody's sitting in it, they're checking it out. So Kia's got some vehicles out here on the display. And we have the Telluride. On the back, it's listed as X Pro. So this is the X Pro package of the Kia Telluride. My wife really enjoys this vehicle. Our neighbors have one. It's a good vehicle. And that Telluride from the back. X Pro is on the back of this, so it's got the X Pro package. Telluride, probably 2025. And you just reach in there and it opens automatically. We have now moved on. We're over at the Nissan area. Going through our first battery of the day. I don't even have the name on this. I just started over here. We'll get the name. So I checked the window. This is the Nissan Rogue. It's listed as a Platinum edition, and it has all-wheel drive. So the Platinum Nissan Rogue out here at the auto show. Here's the interior on the Rogue. Trying to get some light in here. So there's your interiors on the Rogue. This is the Nissan Armada. It is a big vehicle. You can see the back is opening automatically. So over in the Nissan area, closes by itself. Here's the back of the Armada by Nissan with the door shut. No need to check the sticker on this one. I know that's the new Z. And it's locked. There is the new Z from the back. No need to check for info. We know what it is. So this one is a 2024 and it's listed as $56,000. So now we're going to be over in the Honda area. So we're going to check out the Hondas that they have at the Auto Expo. And they've got somebody hired to clean the vehicles off. So some car love on this first Honda. There is the first Honda in the Honda area for me. We'll get the name. So this is a Prologue. It's an all-wheel drive. And this is the back of that vehicle. Some car love on the Honda Accord over here. Let them finish up. And we will get a shot of it from the front. You see somebody's checking it out. This is a Honda Accord. Well, there's my front shot. It's just a very popular car. The Accord is very popular. Tons of people are checking it out. Well, you wait long enough, you get your clean shot. Come on. And there you are. Clean shot, Honda Accord 2025. This is the Honda Odyssey. Again, a very popular vehicle. People are bringing their kids over here, checking it out. It's a minivan. The 2025 Odyssey. As part of the Honda display over here, you can see all the vehicles that Honda has brought out today. And there's a family checking out the Odyssey. And then there's the back of it opening by itself on the Odyssey. And again, families are taking a look at this vehicle, the Honda Odyssey. So this is listed as the subcompact SUV of Texas. It's the Nissan Kick or Kicks. And then we got car love on the Nissan. The employees are supposed to come and keep these cars clean. This is as far away from it as I can get over here. So here's the Nissan Kicks from the back. The subcompact SUV of Texas is the Nissan Kicks. We are now over at the Road Armor display. They have front bumpers. Looks like they have winches, all kinds of accessories to rule the road. This is the Road Armor display. And this vehicle has a license plate on it, so that makes me think it is a customer's vehicle. Or the owner. Road Armor is written on the side. Rule the road. So I'll walk a little bit around this. There's a big sign right there in front of it, but you can see the front bumper, the side pieces they have over here. Road Armor is there's your snorkel. So Road Armor is the vendor, and this is one of their display vehicles showing off all their stuff. And then this is the back of their display. It's got all these pieces here. So Road Armor is what allows you to have lots of accessories for your vehicle. So we're over here at the Andretti karting display, their tent, and it's an indoor karting and games facility. It's right on 35. It's in Fort Worth. We're going to talk to them. So this is the North Texas Mitsubishi dealerships. Don Herring's the top one, but there are obviously other dealerships on the list. It's a list of Mitsubishi dealerships, and they have this with ropes around it as part of their display. This is pretty impressive. It's very rare. If you know what you're looking at, you can put it in the comments. Here is your second clue on what this is. If you're paying attention, you'll notice that the rear wing is actually a part of the body line. So that was what they pointed out to me when I saw it. I didn't know what it was, but a very rare Mitsubishi on display with ropes. It's got all the ropes around it. Not to be overlooked, this is a Mitsubishi Mirage. It's listed as a $20,000 vehicle. And that's about it for my first battery. We're gonna go eat and then we'll come back. The Mitsubishi Mirage. We have some Maseratis on display over here. I believe it's Maserati of Dallas. They've got a few Maseratis out here. Another Maserati that's on display. This is an MC20. I don't know if I've seen one of these before, but here it is. The Maserati. So I've looked, and it looks like we're over at the Avondale dealerships. This is another Bentley. The Bentega's right there, but they've got some cars on display over here. This is a Rolls-Royce Spectre. This is the top speed is 155 miles an hour. 0 to 60 is 3.7 seconds, and it has a 584 horsepower, but it is electric. This is the Spectre from Rolls-Royce. It's part of the Avondale display over here. I'm not familiar with this particular model. This is a McLaren Artura Spider, and I don't know this one. Not familiar with that model. This is the Avondale dealership display, and they've got a McLaren over here. All right, here is the Aston Martin. It says it's one of 22, so they only manufactured 22 of these. But here it is on display. The Avondale dealerships in Dallas have brought out the Aston Martin. And this is the DB12 by Aston Martin. All these cars are here displayed behind some bars. This is the Aston Martin, the DB12. And this is the last in the row. Another Aston Martin. This is the DBX. And it is in the row with the rest of them. The Aston Martin DBX. On display, 2025 Dallas Auto Expo. Hey, Bailey Hutchinson. And if you watched my last coverage, there was a Sewell area there, and now we are in the other Sewell dealership area. They have chairs and seating and all kinds of stuff for guests, but we are in the Sewell area. So we're over at the Sewell area. You can see their sign right there. And this is the Lexus, and it is the GX. And we're gonna get around this one. The 2025 Lexus GX. And this is that Lexus GX from the back. It's a little dark, but I think it's all right. Over here behind that one is this, the Ineos. Looks like it has a gas engine under the hood, the Ineos. And here's that Ineos from the back. Pretty interesting looking vehicle. It says it weighs 7,700 pounds. And over here we have the Ram Limited, I believe, the 4x4. Got some kids playing in it. And here we are on the front of that Ram Limited. You can see we're over in the Dodge, Ram, Jeep, Chrysler area. This is another Ram Limited. It's it says Motor Trend Truck of the Year on the windshield. So, popular vehicle, the Ram Limited, and this is the truck. Here's your shot. The doors are, well, okay. Over in the Jeep Chrysler area, and we have a Compass. This is the Jeep Compass, it's like a crossover, small. And from the back, left the back open, I didn't bother with it. The Jeep Compass. So this is the Wagoneer, and the Grand Wagoneer is right there. It's got a bunch of people around it. But this is the Wagoneer. There's the Jeep Wagoneer. And I think it's electric, actually. And this is the Grand Wagoneer. It's a popular vehicle. People are checking it out. We are out here and we found the Dodge. I don't know if it's a Charger or it's a two-door, it's a coupe. So that would make me think that it was, oh, there's the sticker. I'll get it off the sticker. But this is the electric one. This is the new electric Dodge that they're promoting. So this is a Charger, it's a Daytona. As you can see, it's very popular. But it is the Daytona, and then I think it's listed as a RT Plus. It's an electric, but it is part of the display. It's on the floor. The Charger RT Plus. And this is a Dodge Hornet. It is an RT model. The Dodge Hornet. The starting price is $46,000, and the sticker, as it sits, is $50,000. So $50,000 for the Dodge Hornet RT here on the floor. And now we're over at the Fiat display. They've got a 500. This is the 2024 model. It is a Fiat 500. And here's the display over here. We're over at the Park Place display. They got a Sprinter van. We're going to take a look at it. So this is that Mercedes-Benz Sprinter van. Looks like it's listed as a 2500. So everybody else has their cars and their SUVs. These guys have the business end. Your vans, your utility vehicles. Vans and utilities, just like in Forza. Here's that Sprinter van from the front, the 2500. It's over at Mercedes Park Place in Dallas. This is the Park Place display. And the next vehicle in the Park Place display over here, the Mercedes. Here's that other Sprinter van. They're both listed as 2500s. They're both Sprinter van 2500s. There's the other one. So, I guess they're just different versions of the Sprinter 2500 by Mercedes. The sticker on this one is about 73,000 and change, call it 74. And it is a 12-passenger van. So this is for moving everyone around. The new limousine of the day, move 12 people at the same time. Alright, we're going to try and get this as best we can. These are all electric vehicles. That's how they're able to drive in here. We're going to see what we can get on these EV. Here we go. I'm going to tell them to hit it. And this is the electric vehicle test drive. They've also got this little track over here, and you've got kids on little Power Wheels driving around on the track. Right? It's just a simple square track. It's got little bits over here in their Power Wheels. And you got the parents. So now that we're over in the EV test driving area, I'll show you the vehicles that they have. This is the Silverado. And then over here we have the BMW. Have to get a little close here, but this is the Mercedes that they have on display in the EV test drive area. We'll get you familiar with the inside of the vehicle before you go on your test drive. This is the sedan that they have on their display as part of the EV driving experience. They have these vehicles out here, so you can sit in them. They can try and sell them to you. It's sold on a Mercedes. So we're now over in the Audi area. This is an RS6. It's a wagon. This is the car that they have on display for the EV ride. And here's that RS6 from the front. Again, this is part of their EV test drive for Audi. And pretty much finally, this is the last vehicle in the row. It's an Audi. It's their SUV, crossover. I don't remember coming over to this part of the show, so I'm going to come over here now. This is the QX80 by Infiniti. And over here we have the QX55 by Infiniti. So these are the vehicles that Infiniti has in their display. All right, I didn't get these at all. These are the new Volkswagen bus, and I didn't get either of these for the channel. Here's the other color on that, and from the front on the new Volkswagen bus. There's the one from all the commercials.
Is that correct? Yes. Cool name. And you guys over here, whoa, look at this guy with a giant camera. Whoa, paparazzi over here. And you with the cool hair, what's your name?
Victoria.
Can you come a little closer? Okay, say it again. Yes. Victoria, is that correct?
Yes.
5.0 one more time. And there's that simulator in the background. And there's Hank way back there. '25 Bronco Sport. This is part of the auto show. It's the test driving area. You can do a test drive with these gasoline engine vehicles. So this is actually part of the show. It's part of the test drive area. You come out here and do your Chevy test drives. So over here we have the food court area. That's where stop for lunch. They've got tables and a couple of vendors.